one of the things that fans have been asking for recently is like, if they've been loving the anecdotes when we first started out. You did like behind the scenes of various vids and things that they never would have heard of. What was behind the scenes of I'm All Yours like?
I was there in Miami, and man, we had all our mates. We had like Khaled there who produced the song, Remy and Bobby. The Cars. I remember what an odd conversation that was when the director comes up to me and he's like, "All right, Jay, we got we got a Lamborghini, we got a Ferrari, we got an Aston Martin, we got what else do we have a McLaren? What's that other one called? Fisker? A Fisker, Jay? I love that one.
Yeah, that one.
I love that one, mate. Like, what? It's every guy's dream, innit? And yeah, man, we had so much fun, mate. And then I didn't know about the speedboat scene right at the end. Because, as soon as it sounds so ridiculous, doesn't it? As soon as I hopped out of the Fisker and hopped onto the yacht, I thought the yacht was the end of the day. And then he surprised me with a speedboat at nighttime. Wow.
Jay Sean's Basement Banter.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Basement Banter. This time it really is sort of back to the OG squad.
What's up,
it's
man?
just me and Adam and Todd.
Yo.
What's happening, boys?
I'm all good. Actually, and you're in a basement this time as well, which is great.
I'm actually in my... we never... Did we sort of reveal the fact that it's called Basement Banter, but it was never from my basement?
No, we never broke behind that glossy exterior.
Yeah. So, I see you got a little fancy light there at the back, Adam. Very good. You're looking good, man.
Thank you.
You are looking good.
For the people that are watching, for the audio podcast, you just have to imagine.
Yeah, for the audio podcast, if you've never sort of watched a video of us, that's a terrible shame because you don't even know what Adam and Todd look like. That's weird, if anything.
I know. You really should check it out with the hump and the hairpiece and the eye patch. It really is quite a bold look. So.
I actually went a bit overboard with my lighting rig at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can't actually see it right now because I'm sort of keeping it more daytime vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned into a nightclub in here at night.
Nice.
Hardcore. Like I've got my DJ decks. I've got this massive lamp, which sort of we get different colors each time. Sick vibes.
Do you charge yourself like $100 for a bottle of Grey Goose as well? Do you like really make the moment? Gotcha.
It's just me. I give myself a hard time about entering, and then I get in, and then I just drink by myself and party, and it's sad.
Sounds like all of us, really. Right now.
Yeah. No. Actually, talking of which, it's just reminded me, there are people who just listen and never watch, right? And think about. Like, I don't know, this, for you guys, I think I said it to you the other day, Todd. How many songs you hear now, like whether it's on Spotify or on radio, and you have no idea what the artist looks like? None. Like, literally, it could be the biggest song in the world, and that person could walk right by you, you would have no idea. It's a weird time, isn't it?
I'm worried about the fact that I'm definitely at that age where everything's starting to sound very similar, and I'm just kind of like, even though we've not been at the I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, as in since I stopped working in the music industry with you, I think for a while you're like a marathon runner. You're just kind of running alongside music going like, oh, yeah, this is great, I'm gonna always be on trend and on point. And at some point in the last like 5 years ago, just go on music industry. I go out with that. I know what I like, and I'm just gonna stay here now. So I don't know who the ASAPs and the Lils anymore, but just keep on going.
And then the thing is, there is a weird fine line where you're kind of like, am I allowed to listen to this anymore? Sort of just, am I going to look like a plonker?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Am I going to look like a total try-hard plonker if I'm sitting there talking to them like, oh, mate, yeah, you need to hear the new the Jack Harlow. Woo! He is,
half my age. Yeah, he's great.
Literally. Talking of which, he actually hit me up on on Instagram because he was singing a little a cappella of Down, and I thought, oh, that's cool because I do like his music. When I'm talking about one feels weird and old, I'm mainly talking about you. Yeah, because
you're still in it. Like you're literally deep in it. Yeah, Me, I'm like, nope. Keep going.
Yeah. I'm sort of in the know. Me and Todd are, we're in the industry.
Yeah.
We know all these names.
You're ITK. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he hit me up. And Alec, you know our boy Alec. He Alec King, shout out. He's the one who actually told me. He's like, "Yo, dude, Jack Harlow just shouted you out on his Insta, man." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that dude." And he's like, "What are you gonna say back?" I was like, "Hi." Nice one, bro. He's like, "No, dude, this is like this is your chance to just do a sick collab." I was like, a little bit. It's gonna look a little bit try-hardy if I'm like, "Thanks for doing that. Hey, by the way, would you like to do a song together?" At least let's establish a rapport.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, all right, let's establish a rapport. So I went, "Mate, loving your stuff. You know, you're killing it out there. We should totally do a TikTok together."
Nice. Entry level.
Yeah. I didn't hear from him after that, to be honest. I think he's...
But you have been killing the TikToks, and like that's been a whole new lease of life for you. Your comedy is just coming through, and all kinds of stuff. Your music,
having fun being a dick, man. Honestly, it's just fun to be silly. For me, anyway. Even this to some extent is definitely some type of release. But then, like, sometimes, when we get like very, very great serious guests on, and we can't cock around as much. But it is. I feel like you need that. We all need that at some point.
Well, your industry is so driven by image and being like, again, don't let them see behind the glittery facade. That for you, I've always felt like it's this podcast and your TikTok. What's your handle? Your username?
At the real JaySean.
Make sure it's that one.
The real JaySean.
Yeah, like for you, it's like just like, hey, this is actually me being me, like being funny, putting out music, putting out clips, putting out stuff. Like
hardly do the music.
Really?
It's weird. I'll tell you what is really interesting about TikTok, right? Is it's a different, from what I've learned and gathered, it's a very different group of people who are into TikTok and TikTok creators. It's literally about, like, they're never going to do a video going, "Hey guys, just getting my hair cut today." It's not like an Insta story or like an Insta, "Here's my before." It's content creation. So they are trying to be as creative as possible with certain things. And so therefore, if you get an artist coming on there going, "Hey guys, it's JaySean, check out my brand new song," they're going, "Fuck off, mate. This is not the platform for that." They just don't like it. I have been doing singing stuff, but like, again, in a slightly different way to as I would on Instagram, for example, right? Like on Instagram, you know what it's like, guys, right? Like we went on Insta first. Remember when it was just a photo app and everyone was doing like artistic things like X Pro 2 filter and like, "Look at my amazing photograph."
Mayfair all day. That's what...
I was X Pro 2 the whole time.
Grandma.
What were you? Yeah. Everyone had a favorite.
And you could put the border on it or take it off. Like,
doesn't it seem like such simple days now? That sounds like
back
MySpace
in the day.
now.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah, Tom and putting on my top 5 songs. Well, I had to move you down to number 3 at one point and back up again.
But that I find hasn't been. It's not quite as interactive as TikTok is for me. And the reason I like it is just, it really is, you get to have fun. If you know how to use it, you get to have fun. And I'm still not even nowhere near levels of some of the people who are on there who are just crushing. But in terms of interactivity, it's really, really fun. Like, I love the duet stuff. Like, if you right now, right?
Yeah, I saw that one. That looked great.
Adam, if you started playing piano, right? And let's imagine you're great at piano.
Good, yeah.
And you played just a beautiful little instrumental and said, "Duet me." I get to play yours and record something on top of your piano that goes out as a video. So guess what? You've got people like Lizzo doing a collaboration with some dude who's just sitting in Chicago in his bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's dope. I mean, I've always been a little bit wary about adding too many of these apps to my phone because I do kind of go down rabbit holes of just like, looking for stuff. But yeah, when I saw that one you did where there was like, what was that one you did where there was like 6 people all singing parts? Was that? Yeah. Tell me about that because I saw that one.
Oh, okay. That was the Ear Candy one. So the Ear Candy, that was slightly different because Ear Candy are a harmonizing group, a cappella group that are just so sick. On on TikTok, and I found their stuff. I started liking it, and they were like, "Oh my God, Jay Sean, we're such big fans. We'd love to do a cover of Down with you." I said, "Cool." So I just recorded my part for Down with Toddy Boy. And they, you know, obviously they record, none of it's live, of course, right? It's just a video recorded, but it sounds beautiful. And we put that together. But, you know, but I did do a flip on the Olivia Rodrigo song, Driver's License, of course, which, again, fucking mate, #1 song in the world.
Gold in a week.
Yeah. Broke records for the most streams in a day on Spotify and Apple. Okay. And it broke on TikTok. It's her first song, man.
Yeah.
Dude. What? She comes home and just gets on the piano, writes a little song, puts it up on TikTok. Viral. Bang. Next thing you know, 5 million followers on Instagram immediately and on TikTok, and just #1 record around the world. That's just like that. And this girl's 17. And she's probably going, what the heck is going on? This is madness.
How does that make you feel as an artist? Again, I mean, the old kind of timey, like, this used to have to earn your spurs. Yeah. But I think we all just have to let go of that. I think,
I love it. I act so happy for her.
Yeah.
Because, mate, let's not forget, Down was my first song in America and went straight to #1. Yeah. So, you know, there might have been people who go, that's not fair. Who's this fucking guy from England? He needs to put some work in. You know, I did put work in America. As a lot of
and around the world for the preceding 8-9 years. But yeah, apart from that, yeah.
But I do get it. You know, I do understand. Times are different. That's the beauty of this, man. Anyone can come out of anywhere and just smash it. And I think it's really, really cool. So what we did, I'm particularly proud of the little name flip that I did on this. I told Todd yesterday, I don't think he was very impressed as I thought he was going to be. I thought it was genius. So it's called Driver's License. Yeah. As I say that, anyone who's listening, I want you to think of the spelling of license and then flip it around, jumble up the words of license. What other word can you get from license?
I should be the first person to know this stuff. My mind's going like incense. No,
you have to use all of the words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, no, go on.
To prevent dead air.
Yeah.
Silence. So, my flip is called it's not driver's silence. It's drive-in silence. And I'll tell you why. Because the flip on it is Matey Boy, and by Matey Boy, I mean the guy she's writing about.
Yeah, the character.
Matey Boy's gone, fuck, you've written a song as well now. Right, because obviously in her song she says, "I guess the song that you wrote, you didn't mean the words you wrote." And then I start my version with going, "Oh well, I guess you wrote a song about us too, and you know I've heard it and blah blah blah, and you're talking about us. Well, since you're talking about us and you're telling the whole world about us, let's tell the truth. It's not like we weren't trying. We just fucking died. I wanted you. And the reason you don't see me when you drove down that street is because there's just too many memories of you. There's just around everywhere I look. Our first kiss was at the stop sign. How can I live on this street? That's the only reason you didn't see me, because I just can't live on this street anymore." That's the first verse. Second verse starts with him going, "Now you're all over the radio. I can't even, first of all, I had to move so that I didn't see you. Now I can't even listen to the damn radio because you're all over it. So now I drive in silence, because that's the only way that he can forget her." Come on.
I think that, yeah, okay.
Come on, bro.
Todd, if you could.
Come on. Do you have like a mind blown sound?
No, I don't.
Just do the thing. Come on. I'm waiting. This is. Thank you. It's funny because that all I could think of. I mean, we've all known, again, being in the industry, like we all know, shall we say, a few friends that may have dated other people, male and female, who are kind of like either superstars and they're like people in the industry, or they're, you know, completely reversed. I've always wondered what it must be like for them. I've actually asked them several times, and they're like, "It fucking sucks, dude." That literally, you're just like, you're trying to get over someone. Oh, look, she's on the cover of People. Oh, look, he's on the cover of Us Weekly. Like, you're like, can't get away from this person.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And quoting, you know, one of my favorite movies, as you know, Hugh Grant, Notting Hill, when he goes, Remember when he goes, I don't think I can do this. Can I just say no? There's just too many reminders, too many pictures, too many billboards.
Yeah.
And that's so true because it's like, for an average person, how do you get over that? You know,
you just draw your compasses and change your social circles. You unfriend them on Instagram. You just kind of like put that shit to bed. But then these guys, you in New York, open up your curtains. Oh, great. There she is on a billboard. Awesome. Fantastic.
Exactly. So I mean, it's just deep. I mean, so I thought I really enjoyed rewriting that because it allowed me to, in essence, write a brand new song, even though it's her melodies and obviously it's her thing. But the flip allowed me to get creative on a whole different level. I really enjoyed that. It was really fun. And Todd,
that was
we
a
had
fun one to do.
Yeah.
Sounds beautiful, by the way.
What about you, man? What have you been up to, Todd? Like, as obviously we've touched on it several times. You were working with Will Smith. What else? I mean, talk about that a little bit more, as long as you can. The NDA is notwithstanding, but what else have you been working on since, man?
Still recording some of the heavy group artists, Shaylin and Kiana. Recently, back to Alec King, our boy. I mixed his debut album.
Nice. Yeah, that was great.
Everything's Backwards.
Yeah, that was
really
That's
good.
so good. Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just recently started working with Red Bull Records again.
Nice.
And I've got my
I didn't even know a label. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Mate. Crazy. It's great. They got fucking money coming out their ass, so they can do what they like.
Exactly. Just some easy listening coffee music.
Yeah. Go
That's
on,
awesome.
Todd.
Yeah, just keeping it real low key. I mix from home. When I do sessions, we get tested, or there's no contact where the artist will just go right into the booth, and we're never in the same room.
I've still not done that. How many people have done the test? I've not done a test at all. I am so isolated. I see 3 people. That's it. And if I go to the supermarket,
The one I just the one I just had the other day, they went way up in the nose. It kind of hurt a little.
Oh
in
yeah,
your brain,
mate. I've had one. I get one every sort of, I'd say every 2 weeks.
Because why did you get them so frequently?
Well, because Tara, obviously, she.
Oh, yep. Comes in.
She goes to yoga studio, and she doesn't want to. She has to make sure all the time that she's, COVID free because for her work. So therefore, every time she goes, I just go as well. I'm just like, might as well. I just want to, make sure we're all safe. I sneeze. Okay, I really don't want to talk about too much.
I know what you're going to say, but go on, carry on. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about coronavirus. Don't want to talk about fucking COVID and all this shit for too long.
Yeah.
Very, very strange, weird process that I fully don't understand. Okay, so you go and get your COVID test. Cool. It's not outdoors. It's in a room. You take your mask off when you get the test done. Okay? You have to take, of course. They stick it up there. You got your mask off. You're inhaling air in the room and your mouth and your nose. Then you leave, and if you're someone like me, you sneeze because they put that so far up your nose.
Yep.
I always sneeze. So now my particles are blown into the room, projectiled everywhere, and then 2 seconds later, another person walks in. And what if I had COVID, and then that person puts on a mask to get his fucking... I don't get it.
There's so many, again, we could go down. That's when you start tiptoeing towards kind of like, conspiracy and QAnon crap. But like this mass exodus of celebrities leaving LA, Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, just like all the big comedians are now heading to Texas. And that's where the whole industry is going to be. You've still got the comedy store shut. You've still got all the restaurants, all the nightclubs, all the bars in LA shut. Everything's, if you go to, I went down Sunset last night. I was driving down Sunset. There's like tents down there that nothing's open. All the restaurants obviously are still completely shuttered unless they're doing takeout. There's just like a little window. Like I'm going, but we're all still paying stupid amounts of rent and mortgages, right? Like as in we're all paying to live here, and people are just leaving. And I'm kind of going, is this the beginning of the end? Is Texas is the place to be?
Mate, it's in New York, dead. Same thing. Everyone's moving to Jersey from New York, selling up, coming over to Jersey, buying up houses. Times Square dead. It's just so sad. And again, like I know a lot of people are sort of just tired of it and sick and tired of talking about it. But the other day, somebody had the nerve to say on a comment, right? This cracks me up. You know, I don't give a fucking shit about comments. Never let it upset me or get retaliate in any way. I don't care.
Normally you just send it to me and we make fun of them for about half.
Right.
An hour,
it's just water off a duck's back for me, right? But because obviously I've been enjoying my content creation because honestly, what else?
You got to pivot.
It's not only that, like I can't work from home, bro.
Yeah.
Artists can't work from home. We can record, which is what I'm doing. We do that. And then here's how I look at it. We're in creative jail. Stop moaning. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't go on the road. I can't tour. Fucking do something else then. Have fun. Be creative. So I've really been enjoying sort of just making content and having fun. And by the way, it's worked. All my numbers are through the roof in every single Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. They're all rising because I'm having fun putting out content. And I did this one thing, and this person goes, lol, ha ha ha. You got too much time on your hands, Jay. And I felt like going, actually, I do. Yeah, I do, which is why I'm making this stuff, because it's fun. Like, what else do you expect me? I can't work from home like you guys.
Yeah, normally, if it was me, again, that my response would be, normally I'd be flying around the world doing shows in far off countries and, just living a really fun and interesting life. But yeah, at the moment, I do have too much time on my hands.
It's like, I don't, a lot of people I know, a lot of artists and stuff, a ton of artists that I've talked to, have been really struggling with not being on the road and not touring because that's what they're used to. And, they do get this like, damn, man, like everyone else's job seems to have moved on. But for us, some people do have virtual concerts, and we're talking about this with Kiana. But for a lot of us, it's one of those situations where you don't want to just sit and twiddle your thumbs and do nothing. So, do something. And some artists have been recording albums and stuff like that. But it's interesting, how certain people have just been able to do other stuff. And like for you, Todd, like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't probably not any different. You were mixing from home anyway, weren't you?
Yeah. This is going to sound a little messed up, but
go on.
I like how things are going.
There is for the introvert and for
I don't want to be around people.
Yeah. For the people. Okay, so I'm with you on that because obviously I edit and direct. So for the editor, I'm like, this is awesome. I can sit. But as some of you know, but just to put it out there again, I'm directing right now my first feature film, my first documentary. And normally in a much normal world, I have interviewees happening in Washington, in New York, in London. I had some in Syria recently, others in hopefully trying to get to in the Ukraine. And meanwhile, in any other normal world, I'd be flying out there, little hotel, little per diem flex, go out to some restaurants, see some culture. Instead, I'm doing exactly what I'm doing right now, talking to them over Zoom, going, so how's it going in London right now? Really happy. Normally, the first time I get that opportunity, and they're like, "World's like, no, sorry, you're going to stay at home. You're going to stay at home." But hey, we're all in it together. So
I know.
For me, like in the studio, used to have friends come over, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, manager, whoever. You get all these people in the studio, and I'm running the show, and I've got all these different opinions and different chatter in the background. Gone. Just me and the artist.
That's kind of fun.
Maybe
I would imagine
a songwriter, maybe a producer, but nobody that doesn't need to be there is there. And I'm like, I don't think we should ever go back to how it was before. And if we do, I'm not going to go.
Yeah, exactly. I want to have my own little island and just be like, no, if you want to come record, you just have to agree. It's just you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, man. A lot of people I know, my friends back home, some of them said, mate, I had a 2-hour commute to work before. Fuck that shit. I don't want to go back. I'm very happy doing this. They got a little office. You hear about these offices that they just set up in your house. You could buy this whole like portable office. Set it up in your house like a cub. Just like, boom, done.
But also, how much money must businesses being saved? I mean, like, I chat to friends of mine that are, as you just said, office workers, and had that horrible commute back and forth to work. The companies must have been paying, hundreds of thousands of dollars of rent and upkeep and tech support and this, that, and the other. And now it's kind of like, it's almost like the curtain's been pulled back and it's going, oh yeah, we can kind of just do this from home, and we only have to work like 2, 3, 4 hours a day, but we're still being paid full-time wages, right?
I know, dude. Ava the other day, like Ava's first day of school is next week, like actually going in.
Oh wow, congrats, man.
Isn't that nuts though? A whole year at home. She's so used to it now.
Yeah.
And like that's enough to change a child's whole way. Their whole routine is different now, So I'm just like curious as to see how it's going to be like for her to get back and see other little humans her size.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, Ava's, and anyone that knows you and follows you online and follows the wonderful little fun little videos that you put out of her, it's like she's so outgoing, she's so confident, and she's so used to being around adults that she's just like, I can just deal with everything. And I guess Ari's probably too young to even kind of comprehend. I mean, he wouldn't be out, like he's just at home anyway at the moment. Hopefully in those regards, those two, I think, they'll come through it kind of, it'll just be like, I remember that one year when you were a kid that, you basically just hung out at the house. But there's going to be definitely kids and adults that are going to come out of this. Like, this is really strange.
We went skiing twice.
It's amazing. The idea of you on skis is hilarious.
Listen, mate.
How'd it go?
Man, listen. First time, horrendous. Second time, let me tell you. Okay? I wasn't bad. I'm serious now. It's because I thought this is not for me. And then I realized, because the second time, I know why you're laughing. Because so the second time around,
I'm just imagining me on skis. I'm just imagining my legs going that way and slamming into a tree.
No,
okay.
you would be so dangerous.
But back to you being on skis, which is
I did well on the second. I did well on the second time. I really, actually, really enjoyed it. The first place got way too much information, telling us all sorts of stuff, and I was like, so too much thinking, and therefore just fell over. Second place, he was like this dude, like a proper dude, like had some like trick skis on, dude, like really like small ones, really small ones. And I went, why can't I have those? Why do we have to have these long gangly ones? He's like, dude, these are for like tricks and shit. And I was like, oh, okay. Because he was like a dude. So he was like, yo, so who's taking the lesson? And I was like, oh, just me and my daughter. He goes, cool, man, right on. Any of you guys ever skied before? I was like, not really. I wouldn't call it that. We went once and it wasn't mainly just falling. He goes, dude, so easy. I mean, just like, do you like French fries? And I was like, yeah.
Weird analogy, but go on.
Yes. And Ava was like, yes. He goes, pretty much it, man. When you want to go straight and have some speed, just put your skis like a French fry, dude. And then, like, let me guess, you guys like pizza, right? And Ava's like, yes. I go, yeah. What was that for then? He goes, you want to slow down? Just put it in a pizza wedge, man. Just got to put them in a big, giant pizza wedge in your skis. You're going to come right to a stop, dude. I was like, all right. Fucking why did the other one make it so complicated then? I think mainly he was using that analogy for kids. Yeah. He wasn't expecting a grown man to be in his lesson. But it worked.
I'm trying to think about other analogies for that.
It was so good because and then there's me, the stupid, annoying dad who's like, Ava's like, I'm going, you go first, and I'll go behind you. So she's going first and she's fucking flying. And there's me going, pizza wedge! Pizza wedge! And I'm shouting down the bunny slope.
Is that kid's name?
Pizza wedge, come back! Slow down. Yo, it was so funny. But it was fun. I loved it, man. We don't do that much in we have to go to like a different country and shit. We don't really do that much in England because we have to go to a different country for that shit, right? I know, some of my mates went to like Switzerland and stuff like that. We never went. And you don't see that many brown people on the slopes, I'll be honest with you. It's not something we do.
That's white people shit.
That's pretty much skiing. That's some white people shit. Indian, you just don't. It's not like, I don't know. It's just not really a thing we do. It's too dangerous, I think, for us to go, no, better, no. Don't do this.
Mhm.
You'll fall down. You'll break your head. You have to go to university next year. Don't do this. Don't risk it.
But to give you an idea how clumsy I've always been, like I took up skateboarding when I was like 10, 11. Yeah, around that time. And this was the beginning and the end of my dream. Because all my friends were, doing, endo, ollies, jumps, all this crazy shit. 10, 11 years old. Older friend of mine, my cousins, they give me a skateboard, and I'm going to a skateboard park in Portsmouth. And there's, I walk in, I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's like, giant vert ramps, like a good, like 20 foot, like, U-shaped things.
Yeah.
There's rails, there's little kind of, thing.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Just crazy shit. But I'm not doing that. And it's like, there's literally, I'm not even kidding, it must have been about 2.5 foot of just like an incline, right? Like this. I get on the top of it. I set the thing to roll down. I roll down, and my wrist snapped backwards, like I put my hand down. Like literally, I was in a skate park for 3 minutes, and the next thing I'm in like Portsmouth A&E hospital with my hand with a pin through my wrist. Yeah, I am the clumsiest human being in the world. It wouldn't be pizza wedge. It would be open face sandwich, and my legs would go. Either way,
It
I'd be just.
totally be
Open face. You guys like open face sandwiches?
I was really trying to think of other analogies of sports you could conduct, just using other like you like oranges. Well, just imagine the basketball's a giant orange, and you're probably like,
it doesn't
really?
work.
That's your teaching method.
It really worked, and as soon as he said that, I was like, yeah, okay, this is cool. And then,
so you're gonna go again?
So yes, we're going in February again. So then, thingy goes, I go to the matey boy. I go, listen, man, the woman at the other place we went to, she confused me, man. She's talking about like the knees and leaning forward and leaning back and also. I said, should I be like leaning in my? He's like, dude, just like if you think you're gonna fall, man, and you think you're gonna fall back. Just don't lean back, dude. Just lean a little bit more forward and you won't fall. I was like, that makes sense as well.
Mm.
And dude, if you think you're going to fall forwards, dude, just lean back a little.
Maybe this guy's just got life completely figured out, and it's just boiled down to the very essence of the thing,
Yeah. So therefore it was just fun. But it's something, isn't it, that we watch in the movies, and I love the idea of like the little ski lodge and little cabin, get all cozy.
Après ski.
Yeah. So it was fun. Did you guys get up to? Have you been? No, you said you've just been in the confines of your bedroom.
Yeah, this is pretty much just making a film in my house, not seeing anyone, going to the supermarket. It's pretty much been about it, really.
God,
exciting stuff. Not like back in the day when we used to be out there, like making music videos, having fun in the studio, heading to clubs, heading to bar. That was always the fun bit. Like when making music videos with you, like you'd have that horrible like 2-3 week run in where you're just like starving yourself and your body's just eating itself, and then like you'd be literally last 2 hours of the video. So, okay, let's just wrap this up so we can go get drunk and hang out and eat pizza and do all the shit I've been putting off.
Literally after every video ritual for us, that's exactly what we do. And I do, I miss that, man. Like we said, me and you were on the phone the other day, weren't we? And you said, mate, I'd just do anything right now just to be in a bar with you and the boys. Yeah,
anything. Including, where's this fucking vaccine, man? Give me the vaccine. Jab it into my temple. Give me the vaccine. Actually, what I mean, I was going to say about like, one of the things that fans have been asking for recently is like, if they've been loving the anecdotes when we first started out. You did like behind the scenes of various, vids and things that they never would have heard of. I mean, I can think obviously, we were saying about the ultimate, used to refer to it as that video was the ultimate lad's day. Like it was, I'm all yours. God. So, you're in Miami, there's sports cars, there's women, there's yachts. What was behind the scenes of I'm all yours look like?
I was there in Miami. Oh, I miss Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna get depressed. So they're in Miami, and man, we had all our mates. We had like Khaled there, who produced the song, along with Jeremy and Remy and Bobby Bass. So everyone always had a cameo, you know. And the cars. I remember what an odd conversation that was when the director comes up to me and he's like, "All right, Jay, we got we got a Lamborghini, we got a Ferrari, we got an Aston Martin, we got what else do we? Do we have a
Fisker?
Yeah. He's like, do we have a McLaren? What's that other one called? Fisker? A Fisker, Jay? I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know. So then he shows me it. I go, I love that one.
Yeah, that one.
Bloody, I love that one, mate. Like, what? It's every guy's dream, innit?
Mm.
And then he goes, well, which girl do you want?
Can you line them up for me like I'm a sheikh and just be like that one?
Yeah. No, we had picked out. I had selected the lead girl.
Yeah.
The vibe. You need to, because you need to make sure there's a connection, and the vibes, so that it will look good on camera. And yeah, man, we had so much fun, mate. And then I didn't know about the speedboat scene right at the end. Because, as soon as, it sounds so ridiculous, doesn't it? As soon as I hopped out of the Fisker and hopped onto the yacht, I thought the yacht was the end of the day. And then he surprised me with a speedboat at nighttime. Wow. That's the first day that I want to have after coronavirus shit is over. That's everything I need to do in one day.
Oh, everyone's going to go nuts. Like, as soon as there's like some kind of uniform group, like, you got your jab, so everything's going to be open again. It's just going to be like Fuckfest 2021. It's going to be a baby boom. There's going to be just like, when were you conceived? 2021? Along with half the planet,
Exactly. Exactly.
So you're on this boat, and it looked like you actually were like kind of having a real party. Like Khaled, like doing a bit of DJing. There's people getting crunk in the hot tub. There's bottles of Armand de Brignac being popped. And at some point, then you're standing on the tip of the boat, which I was standing going, that's kind of fucking dangerous. Like, as in, like, you just kind of sat on this thing that the wind's like whipping. There's a helicopter above you. Like, no drones. This was like
no drones.
Helicopter.
This was in the day.
Like,
yeah. If you wanted an aerial shot, you had to be in a helicopter. Okay. I just want to say that again for people, because everyone has a freaking drone now. Everyone's wedding videos look like I'm all yours. They always have the fucking drone now. Take off from the couple, goes off into the distance, and then lands back onto the fucking table. And so that's what it was. They got in a helicopter, and we did all that, and they shut down the whole bridge for us because we were, just speeding down the casual. Just the same bridge as Bad Boys, by the way. Just you guys
and
know.
True Lies, right, Arnold?
With the Harrier scene, with the Harrier jump jet.
That's the sort of caliber we're talking.
Was that all one day?
That was all one day. Yeah, fun times.
Back in let's hope we all get back to those times soon, man.
We didn't have a mansion shot. We should have done a mansion shot.
That would have been the end. Exactly.
Yeah.
Take her back to the mansion, off the back of the speedboat. And then just
Fuck. I fucked it up.
Yeah, anyway, so for the lack of a guest today, we're going to play between you and Toddy Boy, courtesy of KFC and Barstool Sports. This the game Answer the Internet, available on barstoolsports.com and at Barstool Sports.
Oh yeah.
And this time we're not going to do Would You Rather. We're also going to do Debate the Internet. We're going to set up a few hypotheticals. So I'm going to randomly choose. So I've got a few here. I'm going to choose 5. All right. So we'll start off with a really a kind of obscure one, but an interesting one. Who do you think would win in a battle royale between 30 little people and one full-grown lion?
It's got to be the lion, isn't it? 30. But it depends. Do they have guns? I mean,
I would imagine that the heart of this particular question is but imagine but 30 people. By the way, you're not getting the same questions, Todd. I'm going to ask you another one. I'm going to choose which one I prefer. So, but surely 30 people versus lion. He's going to pick off a few, but at what point do the overwhelm
punch him? Nothing's going to happen.
But they could hold him down.
And remember, you're talking little people, right? The word we're not allowed to say for some fucking annoying reason.
I know, it's so descriptive. As soon as you say that word, everyone knows what they mean.
And it's funnier as well.
Yeah, under 4 foot with the hands, it's fine.
Oh, he went there with the hands. So anyway, no. Lion's munching. He's munching all of them, mate.
Okay. All right, so they're lion. Okay.
Actually, he would be full after like 10. Couldn't eat 30.
Exactly. So at some point, he's going
to swipe him. He's swiping him out. That's where it ended up. All right.
Okay, for Todd, how long do you think you could survive in an IKEA without getting caught? Like, you're in there, like the doors are locked for one night. How do you reckon you could survive in an IKEA without getting caught?
I'm thinking a month.
That long?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I mean-
Can you talk me through it? Can you talk me through how you're gonna do it?
Yeah. So, maybe at first it would be more difficult, but once I figure out the cameras, where to hide, resources, the employee
Lounge.
routine.
Right. Okay.
Oh, this guy's leaving at this time. These guys come at this time. Be here. Don't be there. But then after a month, I'd just be like, I'm out of spots, and maybe
But
they'll start to see little things around the store, like, what is that?
like the toilet that doesn't function, filling up with shit would be the first thing I would imagine.
Right.
And none of those showers work. So how are you bathing? Or you're just going into the washrooms and just doing like
Yeah,
I'm going to do a bird bath. Yeah.
the bird bath? Okay.
You
I
really
can't.
thought about that one, and quickly you got to that answer.
I know.
Wow. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I
awesome.
would like to be stuck in. If I was stuck anywhere in those kind of situations, Todd would be one of the. He looks like just straight away someone just who knows how to survive in the wild. You know what I mean?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You can tell he does. I just know he does.
Well, it's the
I actually
guns.
know- Yeah, I know he does.
If the world goes to shit, I'm going to Todd's house. That's the first place I'm going. Like,
I'm definitely not going with you anywhere, Adam. How could you hide in IKEA?
No. Yeah, I would be. I am a feast for the first zombie marauder, who's basically I'm gonna be murdered, and they're gonna be roasting Adam legs, and they're gonna last a while. So all right, I'm going with Todd on that one. So I'm giving Todd that one. I think personally, I disagree with you. I think at some point that the overwhelming numbers of little people are going to just overwhelm that line. So I disagree with you on that one. Okay, so right, okay. Oh, actually, this was kind of unfair. This is kind of unfair on you, Jay. Would you rather be the most attractive person in the world but blind, the best singer in the world but deaf, or the best chef in the world but have no sense of taste? So most attractive, best singer, or the best chef?
Definitely best singer and deaf, because that would be amazing. People would go, what the heck? He's amazing and he can't hear.
But wouldn't it bother you that you never hear your art? You never...
Oh, I don't give a shit, mate. I'd just be like, if someone said you are the best,
yeah, you'd be like, I'm cool with
I've
that.
ever heard, and I go, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Well, that's in contention. Okay. Todd, would you rather orgasm every time you'd heard All Star by Smash Mouth, or you hear All Star by Smash Mouth every time you orgasm? So every time you come, hey now, you're a rock star, get your game.
I want to hear that every time I orgasm.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree
bro.
with you.
Hell yeah.
I think you actually want that as well.
Yeah, I would.
You want that because you would go, fuck yeah.
And you, of all people, with that soundboard, could make that happen. You'd be like, oh, that was amazing. Sorry, love, 2 seconds. Hey now,
you're an all-star. Oh yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Jay, that means he gets the points again. So now it's 2-0.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jay, let's choose a good one for you. Jay, would you rather be 15 or 50 for the rest of your life?
Well, I'm nearly fucking there on the second one, so.
All right, but could you, and I would imagine.
Oh, sorry, you said for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so you're permanently stuck at either 15 or 50.
Yeah, 50 in it, because 50 you could still be slick, sophisticated, light. Oh, 100% 50, mate. 50 is a sick. Will Smith is 50,
and he's still killing
it, mate. I'll go with 50, mate.
Okay, Todd, would you rather cure cancer, prove aliens are real, or prove ghosts are real?
I think I know.
I think so too. I mean, you can basically cure something for the world, or you can kind of solve either one of two of the biggest mysteries ever. Take your time.
I'll do aliens.
I knew it.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, but that feels really close, as you may or may not know.
We're about to find out.
40 days. Well, I still think they're going to basically be like, let's put the real good stuff under the counter. Yeah, here's the stuff we've got. For people who don't know, we're talking about it. Apparently, in 140 days, the US government has to reveal everything they know about flying saucers, or everything they don't know about flying saucers. I feel like because I'm of a similar age to Jay, kind of the same age. I'm going to go with
the
that.
same age.
We're going to go to, yeah, all right, shut up.
Yeah.
2-1. So, all right, okay. Jay, if you could have one person narrate or do play-by-play of you having sex, who would it be? So, yeah, is it like Morgan Freeman, like Jay Sean walked into the bedroom?
No, no, that's a pretty good one though. No, that would be creepy. So while I'm doing it,
I think offering play-by-play. So like, but maybe you can only hear it in your head. I mean, it would be kind of distracting. Yeah.
In that case, it's got to be a girl because if it's a guy's voice,
terrible.
Sex,
yeah,
that would be orcs as shit. So now we're thinking, now it's got to be a hot smoking girl with a husky voice, right? Some like a nice, sexy husky. Who's got like a nice, doesn't thingy? Who is it?
There's some radio hosts. What about some radio? There's got to be some female radio hosts with some good voices.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking there's actress. What about like a little Gal Gadot with a little accent?
Oh yeah, little.
That would be little. I'm on a little Gal Gadot flex right now because I just watched that second Wonder Woman.
Terrible movie. Yeah, carry on. Okay, so
very cheesy, but
terrible movie. So many plot holes as well. I'm kind of going like, because what gets me about that film? Well, I'm kind of sat there going like, the guy walks up to the president and goes, "So, sir, Russia's about to launch missiles. What's the one thing you could wish for?" He could go, "For everything to go back to normal and world peace to be declared, everyone to get on for the rest."
Don't give away the ending.
I think if you haven't seen it in a month, but anyway, it's like, but he goes, "More missiles." I'm like, oh, for God's sake!
It was corny.
Okay, in that case, this is a kind of a follow-on from Jay's question for you, Todd. An artist, we're going to do a tiebreaker because we're getting pushed for time. So, what was better, ages 8 to 18, or ages 18 to 28? Which is the better ages?
For me, it's obvious.
I think in general. I mean, I would say for you, but I would say, what would be better to relive ages 8 to 18 or to relive ages 18 to 28?
18 to 28 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
100%. I would say those are the amazing moments in my life.
So even though I kind of, I like both those answers, I'm just for the sake of moving things on, I'm going to give you, it's now 2-2. So I'm going to choose one tiebreaker question and I'm going to have you both answer it. Okay. And then that will be the tiebreaker question. Completely random on this one. Okay. Would you want a camera following you around 24/7? It would catch funny moments, but also see the crazy fucked up shit that you do.
Do you mean keeping up with the Kardashians?
Yeah. So would you submit yourself? Yeah. Would you submit yourself to a reality? Because
that's exactly what that is.
Yeah. Would you submit yourself?
I had an opportunity to do that.
Really?
A few years back, and I said no because I felt like it would. You got to remember, this is before everyone started documenting everything on story and shit. Which is now the new norm, right? Like even things that I thought I wouldn't want to post, I just kind of do now because I'm like, well, it's nothing wrong with it. There's no harm. It's just nice, fun moments of my life. It was the privacy, really, I think, of letting them entirely, completely in, and how that might then affect the dynamic of the real relationship in your house. So I felt like if there was a situation where something happened with me and Tara, say, and it's completely normal and fine for the sake of the entertainment, they'd go, "Oh, come on, let's spice that up a bit. Tara, why don't you say, 'Oh, Jay, why are you back so late?'" And she'd be like, "Well, I really don't mind him going out." That's not going to make for entertaining TV.
Yeah, they have to carve out the drama.
Yeah, so exactly. I'm not that dude. I'm not a puppet like that. I just don't, I would want to do it my way. And that would be, in terms of providing content, I actually I'm doing that right now. I am letting people into my house and into my life and stuff I do with Tara, and we go live with kids and with Tara, stuff like that. And I think there is more. Why give that to somebody else when we could own that ourselves? Like I would rather be in control of what I give to the world. And I think that says, that's how I've looked at everything, which is why I am the way I am as an artist as well. I like to kind of be in control of what I'm putting out to the world.
So you could be convinced, but you'd have to be kind of under your control. You'd have to be in charge of that content.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of beautiful things that we can offer the world. And the other stuff, just the tacky stuff, I can do without.
And Ava's awesome. Ari's insane. And the visual of you.
Ava goes to me.
Yeah.
Ava just said to me the other day, she's like, Daddy, I know you don't want me to be and like have my own channel and stuff like right now. And I totally get that. But I am telling you, when I am 12, I will have my own YouTube channel where I will be cooking and doing crafts. And it will be called Crafts and Cooking with Ava.
Amazing. But I would totally watch
Great
that
title.
show. I would watch that show. I'm literally like the stuff that you put out of her. I'm like, I'm watching that show. It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, right. Man.
Toddy boy.
That's a solid no for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say from the lead in earlier of you going like, yeah, I'm pretty much happy with this global pandemic and this lockdown. Like,
my life is boring.
Yeah,
I don't want to see people.
All right. You put me in a tough situation because I was going to actually, just for the sake of it, going to give it to Toddy, but I think I'm going to have to base these side now with Jay on that one. It was a better answer. So sorry,
Thank
Todd.
you.
3-2. 3-2. Sorry, man.
Pew, pew, pew. Jay.
Jay had to do it himself because I was like, fuck that, I lost. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. That's your fucking sound effects. All right, boys. Well, listen, let's wrap up. It's been really nice catching up with you boys. To be honest,
man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe like we should do these maybe once a month. But we got some. We won't say who.
More than that. Once every 2 weeks, I say.
We got some. But we have got some awesome guests coming up too, man. But yeah, I definitely enjoy these catch ups, man. These are awesome.
No, really, really good. All right. Well, I am going to get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Once again, we really do appreciate you and your time. I know it's a lot, devoting an hour and a bit to listening to us, but I like to think that it's worth your time. And that's therefore why click subscribe and the notifications button and like below.
And please leave a review on iTunes podcast if you can. Leave a 5-star and a review.
Yeah.
It really helps us. And yes, same with Spotify. Please subscribe.
What it always makes me laugh when an Uber driver drops you off. He goes, "Please give me a 5-star rating." And what if?
And now we're doing it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I've got nothing to lose if I do it. But if you genuinely think we're shit, guys, then
give us a 4.
Hey, Jay, why did you automatically do that accent for Uber?
I don't know. Because it wasn't even Indian. It was sort of like somewhere from.
It was a mixture of many ethnicities.
It's just a foreign Uber driver.
Yeah, it's not Adam's voice, but put it that way.
Every time I do one, I tell a story.
Ski guy's voice. Hey man, please.
Yeah, it has to go into. Wait, now let's imagine the ski guy was okay. So, do you like French fry? Then just every time you are going straight, then do French fry. Just think this, and you are going too fast. Then, do you like pizza? Yeah, pizza wedge. That's it. Simple.
Oh, I was so going to go with other triangular-shaped, ethnically specific Indian foods.
Okay,
then
samosa. Okay, when you want to slow down, samosa. That is it.
Okay, please for your next après ski attire, please put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, samosa.
Yeah. We're two cross skis doing this.
Oh my
Amazing.
God.
All right,
well,
love you guys.
Love you guys too. You take care. We'll
till next time.
In a bit. All right, guys.
Care,
Peace.
Peace.